Hey, it's Nick, and today I want to talk about XML, Extensible Markup Language. This is a language that we use in programming and web development to transport and store data. Now, this is a sample XML file that represents a catalog of CDs. This is our root element in the XML file, and you can see that the catalog contains multiple CDs. And got a bunch of CD elements in it, and at the end we're just going to close that root element. And we're going to display and cycle through this XML data by using JavaScript and displaying it in an HTML file. Now this first one that we're going to look at is just going to display for us all of the information inside of this CD catalog XML file. And we're going to do that with some JavaScript here. First, we're going to just find out what kind of browser it is. And we're going to create this new XML HTTP request object. And once we have this object, we're going to get that XML file. And then we're going to load it in this XML doc object. And this is going to contain all of that XML data for us. And it's what we'll use to be able to display the information in this XML file. We'll be able to display it in the HTML file. So once we have that XML doc, we're going to find out how many elements have the name CD. So that's going to tell us how many CDs are in that catalog, and we're going to store that as X. And then we're just going to cycle through however many CDs there are in that catalog, and we're going to display each one of them one by one, starting with the Bob Dylan Empire Burlesque CD. So that's all this is doing, is just going through and getting one by one those different node values in that XML file. And we're creating rows and element information and displaying that in an HTML file. So when we run this, it's going to look like this right here. This is all the information, just the artist and titles in that CD catalog. So now we're going to look at something a little bit more interesting. This one is going to let you cycle through all of the CDs in a CD catalog, and we're going to use JavaScript again to do that functionality, and we're going to display it in an HTML file. So we have a couple functions in this JavaScript. The first one is display CD. So we're doing the same thing that we did in the other HTML file, where we're loading in all of that CD catalog information in this XML doc object. And we're going to start off by just displaying the 0th element in the CD catalog, which is again that Bob Dylan one. That'll be the first thing they see. But after that, they'll be able to scroll through one by one all of those CDs. And we do that with this next and previous function. And obviously they're going to see the artist, the title, the year, and some more information about the CD. And you can see that functionality is right here. We have a couple buttons in the HTML file, and those buttons call the previous and next functions in our JavaScript here. So when we run that, it's going to look like this one. And I've already started scrolling through some of these, but when we first run it, it would start off with the very first CD in that CD catalog XML file. Then the user can just scroll through and see all of the data in that XML file. So as you can see, you can do some pretty interesting things with an XML file in JavaScript, and it makes transporting and storing data and sharing it between different programming languages and different development environments and browsers. It makes the storing and transporting of data really easy when we store it as XML, because we can go through and parse all of this information and display and use it however we want. So that concludes my presentation on the basic use of XML. Thanks for watching.